Good morning, everybody. My name is Mariah and welcome back to my channel. I am so excited because today I am finally going to be doing like a little bit of a reset in the apartment, which means we are finally taking down our Christmas decorations. And I know it's like end of January and I feel like everybody's already taking them down. Part of the reason we take them down so late, I'd say in our household, is ultimately because during the like holiday season, we're always traveling. And so we never really get to just enjoy our Christmas decorations. We put them up like around Thanksgiving. And so then if we're traveling for 2 weeks between like Christmas and New Year's, then that really only gives us 2 weeks to enjoy them. And I just like don't love that. So I usually try to keep them up till at least MLK Day. This year I was rovering, and so I was a little out of the house, in and out, and so it just didn't give me a lot of time to bring down the Christmas tree and everything. And so finally this weekend I have a free weekend where we can do a whole little reset, a little restock as well in the apartment. I will say I did start this reset a couple days ago by ultimately cleaning out my closet, cleaning out my dresser. I had a friend say to me, Mariah, I feel like I never see your dresser fully closed. And, you know, that actually spoke volumes to me. And I realized, you know, maybe I should actually clean this out. And I think it even inspired Daniel to do that. And so I did film that, which you will see here in a bit. We will backtrack in time to see that. And then ultimately we will come to present day and we're going to go to Target together and we are going to restock on some items. I need to put in a Costco order for some things as well. I always just love to do a Costco drop off at our place just because I hate driving out to Costco. I'm going to be honest. I do need gas, but I'm hopeful that today the route I take to get to Target lines me up at a Safeway. That way I can cash in on my Safeway points that are about to expire at the end of this month and just save about 10 cents off the gallon of gas. After that, we'll come back, we'll clean up the apartment, and then I'm going to work on some 2026 goals. I feel just out of sorts with myself already in this year because I have not made like a vision board for the year. And usually how I do that is I go through Pinterest. I start by saving a bunch of things that, you know, just I really want to try to achieve this year. Put them into a Canva doc, and it's just like a fun little activity to do. This year, I saw somebody on TikTok, and I can't remember who it was. So if you've done this, you've inspired me, I guess. But somebody made their vision board their screensaver on their laptop, and I love that. I'm on my laptop, and I mean my personal laptop. I am on my personal laptop at least like once throughout the evening. And so I think it's just a good way of like seeing the goals I really want for the year. And there's times Daniel will be like, oh, what do we want to do this year? And then I can just like pinpoint to my like desktop and my screensaver on my computer just being like, this is what we're accomplishing this year. And so that is going to be the day. So without further ado, I feel like I've introed this video for way too long. It's been about a pop-in 3.5 minutes. So let's get started by backtracking to see everything we cleaned out of the apartment a couple days ago. We are gonna work out. Daniel is back there on the treadmill. He is not feeling the best, and so he may just walk. I'm gonna try to do like a 20-minute walk run situation, and then afterwards I am gonna do like 10 to 15 minutes of arms. I've been following Mad Fit on YouTube, and I love her videos because they're just quick and efficient workouts. Crushed it. Good job. I need my inhaler. Oh! I forgot I got this. It's a cookie from Zach and Katie's baby shower. We can eat that later. Oh my god. Found it.
Your inhaler. And Holly. And Holly there.
I need it.
And Javier.
I'm gonna take a quick shower and change really quickly. Okay, we are ready. Daniel's downstairs making me a banana peanut butter toast. I have to run a quick errand. I am rovering for a bit this month, and I am meeting with one of the families and their dog at 1. And so I'm going to eat my toast really quickly, run over there, and just do a meet and greet with them, kind of get a lay of the land and the dog's routine. And then from there, gonna come back and we're finally gonna do a little reset of our closet and our dresser, and I'm so excited. After we finished eating, Daniel and I both took a 2-hour nap. Honestly, last night we fell asleep so late because we were up watching the Taylor Swift Eras docu-series, and we finished the whole thing, and so we didn't go to bed I think until like 2 a.m. So we were just really feeling it, and so it is currently 5:45 p.m. and I'm gonna go ahead and just still start this whole closet and dresser clean out because it has been severely needed. I wanted to do this before we left for the holidays. My friend Peyton texted me the other day and she just straight up said, I don't know if there's ever a time in this apartment I've seen y'all's dressers fully closed. And that was like a telltale sign, okay, I need to clean out this dresser, at least on my side. Daniel left his car like front and back view camera on that he like leaves on while driving and stuff, just because that's a normal thing to have here in Seattle. And because he left that on, his car was dead this morning, so he is using my car right now in the garage to go and charge his car, drive it around, make sure everything is good with it. And then once he's done with that, he will come back and clean out his. But I told him, I was like, I'm going to get started without you just because I know I've been wanting to do this. He may be able to go to sleep tonight without wanting to do this, and I know I'm not going to be able to sleep tonight nor work tomorrow. Without further ado, let's get this closet and dresser clean out started. Starting with the dresser. We are just going to be throwing everything in little trash bags because Daniel and I both have like donation box drop stations near both of our offices. So I'll go into work this week. And so I was like, whoever puts it in their car first is just going to be responsible for taking it and dropping it off. So we were just throwing things in the trash bags. And also we're just trying to go through these trash bags because when we first moved into this apartment, we got like the big pack from Costco. We haven't even made a dent in using maybe even like 3/4 of them. So I was like, this is perfect. We have unlimited trash bags that we can use at our disposal here. So this should be a pretty easy, stress-free clean out, honestly. We'll start with the bottom dresser, and this is like shorts, leggings, sweatpants, etc. My second dresser is t-shirts, workout shirts, all types of shirts and tops, undies and bras, and then socks, and then the rest is all Daniel stuff. So let's get started. The way I do this is I do on one side a keep pile and then on the other side a toss pile. So we will do, this is the toss pile and this is the keep pile. There is something stuck behind this, and so I need Daniel to help me pull it out later. So we will be back to finish this one off because it is not closing properly. going to refold all of this and put them in here. And I have some maybes on whether I want to keep them or toss them. So I gotta figure that out. Do you like how organized it is?
Oh yeah, you get one crap back there. Marathon. Pair of socks. Northwestern University. Everything.
Not at all what I was expecting. But I am happy I found some of these shirts. This dress, or should I try to sell it on Depop? It's a muumuu. Show me your muumuu dress.
I would keep it because you can always use a black dress for stuff.
Yeah, but it's kind of like a party dress, not like a dressy dress.
Would you wear it to a funeral?
That's the thing. I don't think I would. I would wear this dress to a funeral.
Well, that's a good thing though.
What?
That you wouldn't wear it to a funeral.
The show me your muumuu?
Yeah, because you can wear it for like other stuff too.
I guess that's true, but the thing is we have like no weddings and no parties coming up, so.
True.
This dress, I think I'm gonna get rid of. I've not worn it once since like living here.
That one looks like a Joanne dress.
Okay, I'm tossing it. I don't know if to keep this or to toss it. I don't know if it fits. I'm gonna hold on to it for right now.
I love that.
I do too. I've only worn it once too.
Honestly, it's something like Emma Martin would wear.
Okay, I'm gonna hold on to it, and if it fits, it fits. If it doesn't, it doesn't.
What if it sits?
Then it sits. Okay, what about military jumper?
Oh, I still like military jumper. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay.
I like the jumpers.
This dress, I was supposed to wear this to Emily and Chandler's wedding, but then I didn't. And I also just don't love the way it like looks on me. So.
That one I don't really care about.
Okay, we're tossing. Shoes to grab, and so I have an idea of which ones I'm going to pull out, which are definitely these. These are just old. They don't fit my foot as comfortably. I feel like I found better running shoes than these, so I just don't feel like I need them anymore. And my trash is probably somebody else's treasure here in Seattle with how many runners there are. I've had these forever. I just don't wear them anymore. Honestly, with a lot of the pants I wear now, I feel like my feet look like chrome feet in these. So tossing those. I have these Hokas that Daniel bought me. I do not run in them because they are not fit for my foot, but I do just like having them to walk in. They fit my foot. Let me rephrase. They fit my foot correctly. They're my size. Downfall is that they don't fit my arch correctly. So I just use these to kind of like run around, walk, run errands. These used to actually sit in our little like shoe vanity by the door at our old apartment, but then I just didn't leave those out, and maybe I honestly should leave those out now that I can just use these in the morning to take Bo out and stuff when it's raining. So we're keeping those. I am keeping these. These were once like my training shoes for the marathon, and honestly, they have like no traction left on them whatsoever, but they're still a good walking shoe, and they're a shoe I could probably replace the insole with. So I'm keeping these. I am getting rid of these New Balances. I love them. They served a purpose, but I feel like recently they have been like hurting my toe right here, and it just like isn't worth it to me anymore. So I'm going to dip out on these. Plus, I've switched to the other New Balances, the 9060s. I'm going to keep these Vejas because I love. Okay. I would really love to take these Disney shoes with me on our next Disney trip. The downfall of these is they are uncomfortable to walk in after a while because they're just Vans and they're not made for a park day. I honestly just love them. They have Sorcerer Mickey. They have like literally dust collected on them. I got these from an ex-boyfriend, and honestly, this is one gift I like could not give up. I think if you ever gift me Disney related things and we no longer stay friends, if it's anything Disney, I'm always going to keep it. Just because, like, I don't know, it could be worth a lot in the future too. And I'm a big Disney girly, so trying to part with Disney related objects in my household are very, very, very hard. Okay. I have these flats, and I don't know if to get rid of them. I'm going to probably ask Daniel on these. But they're very, like, narrow here, and they're kind of, like, old womany. And I would love just, like, ballerina flats now, so I don't know. The more I talk about it, I'm kind of like, okay, I'm tossing these, actually. And then I want to toss these New Balances because I never wear them. They're cute in a way, but one of my friends once told me they look like old people's shoes too, like little therapeutic ones. And so that kind of stuck with me, and I don't know if I want to keep these anymore. So I think we're just going to toss them. But whoever gets these is kind of getting a good deal because they were barely like used. Like there's so much traction left on these shoes still. And last but not least, I'm going to toss these shoes. I bought them for my brother and sister-in-law's wedding, and they're a little big. I bought them because they got married out in North Carolina, and at the time I was like, oh, these will be cute to wear at the beach. We didn't even do much beach time nor explore the city that much because we were under a hurricane watch, and I just really have not worn them since. It's been about a year or maybe even 2 years, but it's just not worth it to me to keep these. And they feel like very like foamy and cheap, and I just feel like I could find better. Now all I have to do is just clean up what is on the bed, what was kind of thrown on here from downstairs, and just stuff that was laying in our closet that I'm like, we need to get it off the floor at this point. Have finally finished getting rid of the stuff we want to get rid of, and we both had, I'd say, well, I had like 3 bags, 2.5. These 2 are mine, this one's mine, and then that one's Daniel's from his dresser. He has not done the closet yet, and so I think, is just either going to try to conquer that tonight or maybe try to do it tomorrow. And so I'm sure we will have more to donate after he finishes that. But I am just so happy I finally did mine. My dresser was just like not closing, and I was so over putting clothes in my closet, so I was trying not to push so much stuff back. And now I feel like I have more room, thankfully. I'm hopeful that maybe as like the next few weeks go by, I'll want to part with more things, but we'll see. I definitely will try to do a spring cleaning. Our lease ends in June and we'll potentially be moving out of this apartment, so I know I will probably try to keep getting rid of clothes that I just don't need. But now that we're done with that, I had popped a Costco lasagna in the oven, and so we're going to eat that, and then I will work on either getting ready for bed and doing my 2026 goals, or just going to bed and doing my 2026 goals tomorrow.
Well, I think the other thing is too, just like.
What are you doing? Not only did I put myself in the way of coming to Safeway to get gas, which I saved 50 cents per gallon, which is kind of a steal. If you saw the price, it was $3.48 per gallon in Ballard, which is crazy because gas here is like, you can never get it that cheap, I feel like, unless you're at like Costco. But I also put myself in the way of stopping at Goodwill to drop off all of the clothes that Daniel and I cleaned out of our closets and our dressers. So we are going to drive there and then finally head to Target. I just got back from the store, and so I thought I'd give you guys a little bit of a haul of some of the things I needed to restock. So first things first, Alani's. I wasn't going to get the case, but ultimately I decided to get it because it had the Hawaiian shaped ice flavor in there, and that is my favorite. And then my other favorite is the cherry slush. So, and Daniel really likes the peach, so I just figured why not just get the case? That way I don't have a random assortment. Also too, like these came home in the box, I didn't have to worry about having Target charging for another bag, and so easy to carry into the apartment. I got a big Dove body wash. Usually we get this at Costco, but this time around I decided to just get this because one, it was a little bit cheaper, even though I'm not getting as many bottles, but it was a little bit cheaper, and we just have a couple travel things coming up that we have like the minis and then the regular size bottles that I just think that having this big one and then pumping it to refill some of those other ones is going to be easier than having the squirt bottles. So I just went with this one instead. Oh, this is my trash. Hold on. I go from the receipt. Daniel and I plan to do a little bit of cleaning, and so I always get the Mrs. Meyer lavender scent clean day room spray. I was trying to see if maybe my nose loved another scent, but honestly the lavender scent just is my favorite. I use this, and I also use their cleaning spray for like all of our counters, the bathroom, and then always just run that over with a Clorox wipe. And so this scent is my favorite. If you were to come over, this is probably what my apartment smells like, if I'm being 100% honest with you guys. I got one of the little foaming facial cleansers from CeraVe. I do the normal to oily skin. If you know me or have seen me IRL, then you know my skin is very oily. So this just kind of helps with that. I use this one in the morning specifically. I've honestly been using it since I was like in college, maybe even before then. And it's just one of my favorites. The one thing I hate about it now is how popular it's gotten, and now how much it does cost compared to like whenever I was first buying it. It was like $8 or $9. I got the XL Clorox, not Clorox, the XL Swiffer wipes. We have a XL Swiffer. Honestly, when I first moved to Seattle, my mom bought me a Swiffer because my mom is a big Swiffer woman. And she got me the XL one because it was the only one available at the time at the stores. This was during COVID too. So like there were a lot of things missing from the stores at that time. And so she got me the XL one, and I kid you not, there's only like one Target, and I think it's the Northgate Target here in Seattle that has the XL Swiffer wipes. So anytime I see these, I just snag them. We have been out for like months, and because we've been out, I just decided to buy a mop instead. And so now that I found these, we will not be mopping for the foreseeable future until I run out of those. I got my Nexus Firm Hold Hairspray. I use this product so much, it's tried and true for me. My Degree deodorant. I usually go with the black and white one, which I think it's called the black and white one, but ultimately it helps to, when you put on clothes, it doesn't smear. But I don't love that one doesn't have a flavor, so I went with the white flowers and lychee, or lychee. I went with the Degree. I went with that scent instead for the Degree deodorant. I've also just always been using this type of deodorant, antiperspirant deodorant. I don't have an allergy to it. Daniel does have an allergy to antiperspirant, so I always have to be mindful when looking at the deodorant. And there have been times I've just bought plain deodorant and there's no antiperspirant, and then I'm like walking around smelling like a literal onion, and I'm like, what the heck? I did get something new though to try. I got something new to try, which is the Bioma Brightening Serum. I usually use a different serum. I think it's called the All Naturals Vitamin C Serum. They didn't have it. They did have the big bottle. I always buy the mini bottle because it lasts me for like 2 months. But they had the big bottle, and that one was like almost $30. And I just was like, don't really want to spend that right now. And the Bioma was $15 for this smaller size bottle, and it's a travel size, so that's always great. I've never tried this, but I do have a Bioma nighttime toner, and so this will, I know my face hasn't reacted to any of the to the one Bioma product, so in my mind I would say it shouldn't react to this, but we'll find out. Hopefully it works out for my skin. But that is it for all of the restock. Like I said, I need to hit up Costco. I will buy my shampoo and conditioner from there, which is the Nexus Therapy shampoo and conditioner, only because the 2-pack is $19, and for reference, a little bottle at Target is $19. So it just makes sense to buy that from there. And I'm just going to get some food things. But for now, I'm going to put all of this away, and I'm going to start actually taking down our Christmas decorations as I'm waiting for Daniel to get home. And he is bringing us some chicken sandwiches from McDonald's. So love that for us. Let's get started on this Christmas tree. So plot twist, I forgot Daniel wasn't picking us up the McDonald's. So what happened? Oh. So we gotta move them? Yeah. Oh. Pause. We gotta move our limes. Okay, now that we moved them, we made it to the McDonald's. Daniel's first appearance in the vlog! I got the spicy McChicken, a large fry, and a large Dr. Pepper. What'd you get?
I got 2 cheeseburgers, and then I got a large fry, and then I got a large Coke.
And I got 3,000 points just for signing up for their app today and putting my first order in. So, if you don't have the McDonald's app, oh, he couldn't wait. So, give me a bite. It is so good. I had thought about getting 2 of these, but then I was like, I'm gonna be so sleepy if I eat them. finally finished my 2026 vision board for Pinterest. But now what I'm going to want to do is I want to copy some of these images into a like vision board, which I'm just gonna make on Canva. I found a template that I really like, but I had taken a little break because we were watching the Seahawks and LA Rams game, and the Seahawks ended up winning. So we decided we were going to celebrate with none other than Wingstop. I got a Dr. Pepper 8-piece mild, and I actually decided to be a little healthy and go with carrots. Babe, what did you get?
I got the 8-piece mild with side fries.
No soda.
And a brownie. Actually, that's not fully true. I got half mild, half plain.
Oh, half mild, half plain. That's his order. And I'm probably going to take a bite of his brownie. So, yay. Once I finish eating, I will go ahead and finish this vision board and then walk you through it. And then that'll be it for the night. And we'll call it a quits on this video. I have finally finished my 2026 vision board, which I can't even say it's almost the end of January, and I'm already saying that. Like, I'm barely saying that. That's actually just a little late to the game, but better late than never, I'd say. Oh, do I have an eyelash on my face? I feel like I did. So let's get through this together. So I'll kind of walk through each square. For this one, it's called, and it says A Sunset in My 20s. I do turn 30 this year, so I'm really excited about that. And I really want to do like a sunset soiree party, just with some close friends, or even just going out to dinner and grabbing drinks. I want to get more into like doing face masks, especially eye masks in the morning, and drinking more tea. I've kind of already started doing that at the end of last year and the year before that. At the end of last year and then at the beginning of this year, but I just want to make sure it's in my routine. This one says healthy marriages exist and I'm going to have one. Obviously, me and my husband, we're still in our first year of marriage, so I want to make sure that him and I always continue to grow on that and making sure it continues to be a healthy marriage, always hearing each other out and being each other's support system. I want to get better at making at-home lattes and just more seasonally relevant ones. I did good during the holidays, but I want to continue that into the springtime. We are potentially thinking about moving in like the next year and a half or two out of the Pacific Northwest. So I really want to make sure my husband and I are investing in hiking and just enjoying all the Pacific Northwest has to offer this year going into even 2027. So definitely prioritizing going out this summer and hiking and camping and all the things. I need to get a passport. And also, I just want to travel more with friends or even just my husband. But I definitely need to get a passport first. Moving over to here, I put my debt is paid. One of my big goals is to finish off paying credit card debt. I only have about, I'd say, like maybe $6,000 to $7,000 more left in credit card debt, and I really want to pay that off by the end of this year. This is just more creator stuff. I really want to get more into content creation, and that's a Mickey Mouse ear because obviously we're going to Disney quite a few times this year, and I really want to just make sure I'm being intentional with sharing the best Disney content I possibly can, as well as just the best content I can throughout the year, whether that's here in Seattle or just doing other things. I obviously want to get back into running. I definitely have gone up 2 jean sizes since I quit running, and I want to drop the jean sizes. I also just want to be able to move around healthier and feeling like I'm not out of breath. Waking up early. I want to make sure I'm getting up early. Earlier than I have been. I feel like at the end of last year I was doing really good about getting up at like 5:30 and then come into the new year and I have not done that. And so I just want to make sure I'm setting the intention for the rest of the year that I go into it. I continue moving into the year, just being intentional with getting up early, working out in the mornings, and just having more time in the mornings to get to work. Eating clean. This is something me and my husband, these next two things, I feel like are me and my husband coded. We want to eat clean as well as just go on more intentional dates and not just dinner dates. We want to be like going out and doing other things besides dinner. So I put this one because it's on the beach and I no, we have a lot of beachfront, lakefront properties here in Seattle, and so I just feel like that's also a good one. Eating healthy, eating clean is definitely a goal my husband and I really want to get into this year, making sure we're eating a lot of protein and just vegetables and kind of limiting ourselves on carbs and really making sure we're eating a well-balanced whole food diet. Enjoy the now. I sometimes feel like I'm always thinking about the next thing. The last row, it says enjoy the now, and I always feel like I am always thinking about the next thing and always planning for the future, which is not a bad thing, but I just want to make sure that I am living in the moment a little bit more. And I sometimes feel like vlogging helps me live in the moment because I'm like, oh, I want to capture this because I want to relive that moment over and over again. And I just feel like there's a way of letting me not only enjoy the moment in that moment on camera, but also just like being able to go back and look onto it and just like hold those memories to my like hold those memories and be able to relive them as well. I definitely want to get back into reading. I feel like 2025, I really fell off of reading. The year before I read, I think about 15 books. And then this past year, I think I read like 5. And so I want to make sure I don't have a goal yet to read number wise, but if anything, I would say I would love to read at least 10 books this year. That's like maybe a book and a quarter each month, and I'm almost done with a book for this month that I had started last year. So I don't know if it would count for last year or this year, but I'm just going to put it into this year, which is Yours Truly by Abby Jimenez. I have a photo of girls sitting in an airplane because I want to take more trips with girlfriends this year. I really want to find my girl group again. I feel like a lot of my girl group in Seattle, they moved away, or for certain reasons we severed ties, and ultimately just because I just didn't feel like they were genuine people, and vice versa. Maybe they didn't think I was a genuine person in their life, and that's okay. Like, I just don't think we were meant to be friends with each other further than just this season. And so I'm hopeful maybe I'll find more friends in this area, but if not, the friends I do have outside of Seattle, maybe trying to make intentional trips with them, intentional time, and just, again, all around intention. I really want to get organized. Daniel and I's lease in this apartment is ending in June, and so we'll be moving. And this will probably be one of our last moves in Seattle before we decide to fully move out of the state of Washington. And so I feel like with getting super organized is going to make moving in future that much easier. And then I have a picture of a girl working out in front of her TV. In 2025, I had started getting into working out downstairs in front of our TV because we have a massive TV that my husband hung, and I have a yoga mat and I have bands and little weights, and I just was like, you know what, I'm letting this sit here collect dust while I should be getting up in the morning and working out. One of my coworkers was like, oh, sometimes I like go and do like a 15-minute home workout in my pajamas the minute I wake up. And I'm like, that is probably the best way to get up in the morning and just immediately move your body, drink water, eat a little granola bar, or go cook breakfast. And I feel like I could be doing that as well as just like waking myself up. I know there's been moments when Bo wakes up because he hears me downstairs, and so I could take Bo for a long walk in the morning and just give him more playtime in the morning with myself and with my husband. The last thing I put is clear skin, shiny hair, fit body, healthy mind, and I feel like that really encompasses my year of just like really focusing on me, my body, my physique, my health, my mental health, and overall just the things I think that will help make me have a healthy mind with getting organized, reading, putting more effort and intention into mine and my husband's relationship, as well as marriage and overall friendship too, by setting those dates and everything. And then just looking forward to sunsetting my 20s and going into my 30s, where I know like this is the time Daniel and I will potentially buy a house and we'll move and settle down and find roots and we'll have kids and all the things that come with your 30s that I'm just really looking forward to. So, yeah, that is my vision board. And without further ado, let's make it my background for my computer. I just want to say if you have made it through kind of this chaotic vlog of skipping back in time to see a couple days ago us pulling stuff out, donating stuff and everything, I appreciate you staying and watching this whole video. And if you haven't done a vision board yet, I just want to say it's never too late to the year to start one. You could start it on your birthday. You can just start it whenever you please because you don't have to go with the norm of doing it either before January 1 or the minute after January 1 hits. But I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. I know I did. I enjoyed making my vision board and everything too. And I just can't wait to open my computer and see this every time. And just remembering the things I want to accomplish this year, the goals I want to make for myself and everything. But like I said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you enjoyed it, please go ahead and give it a big thumbs up and don't forget to hit that subscribe button as well as turn on those post notifications so you never miss any of the upcoming vlogs, and there will be so many more coming in 2026 and I cannot wait to share those things with you guys. And without further ado, I am going to wish you all a good night and I'll see you on the next one. Bye everybody!